The White House is still trying to get Republican senators on board with his emergency declaration, and there may be a deal in place to avert any kind of showdown between the Senate Republicans and the White House. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show. Chairs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. According to The Hill, Vice President Mike Pence floating an offer to Republican senators that could lead to the defeat of a Democrat resolution overturning President Trump's emergency declaration to build a wall on the Mexican border. According to Republican sources briefed on the matter, according to The Hill, a deal offered by Pence, the president would sign legislation reining in his own power to declare future national emergencies if they defeat the resolution of disapproval. Now, the legislation that would be offered up by the president and offered up obviously by Republicans would rein in power, future power under President Trump to declare national emergencies. Basically what the president, or at least what the vice president is offering up right now is, hey, trust us on this one, trust us on this national emergency, and we won't declare future national emergencies unless everybody is on board, or at least there is a bipartisan consensus maybe to get everybody on board a national emergency. It remains to be seen whether or not Republicans are going to go for this. Apparently there are enough Republican senators who are against the president declaring a national emergency because they say he is overstepping his bounds. Now, this is something that has been battled in the eyes of the public, and it'll be interesting to see what Republican senators do moving forward. Apparently, Pence met with Republicans like Senator Mike Lee, also Tom Tillis, Pat Toomey, Rob Portman, and Lamar Alexander. Lee's measure would require Congress to vote to extend a national emergency declaration after a period of 30 days. It's still undergoing some revisions, according to Republican senators. Senate Republicans familiar with the offer say there would have to be an ironclad promise from Trump to sign Lee's bill in order to flip Republicans who currently say they will vote no. So far, Trump himself has not made any such pledges, leaving the process in limbo. A lunchtime meeting of Senate Republicans conference on Tuesday failed to settle the debate. Listen, I am not a fan of executive overreach, no matter who the president is, whether it's President Trump, President Obama, President George W. Bush. I'm not a big fan of executive overreach, but I can say this. The issue on the border is a national emergency, and the president's job is to secure the nation. It is to provide safety and security for the United States of America. And what we see on the border and what we see happening with illegal immigration coming up through Mexico and to the border is a national emergency. It's a world emergency because people are abused, people are raped, people are kidnapped, people die trying to get to this country illegally. Something needs to be done. The president's trying to do something. Republican senators, in my opinion, need to get out of the way. If the president's promising not to declare future national emergencies, I think that's promising, and I think Republican senators need to get on board with the president of the United States. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO.